Okay, great. So today is a very beautiful topic. Today is a very interesting, intimate theme that touches anyone, touches everyone. Relationship is not only between your partners, it's not only between your husband, your wife, friends. Relationship is within. How open you are to see your light, how open you are to see your darkness, how open you are to accept your chaos, your femininity, and how open you are to accept your structure, to accept your analytic, and accept your mind, always busy, always wondering. And balancing both polarities, this is what brings you, this is what walks you towards the balanced and sacred partnership. And today we are not here to perform, we are not here to chase any image of love. Whoever knows me, whoever been in my field for a while, you know that my mission and my main purpose is to actually shatter all illusions, because the life we live in, the world we live in, is created by the illusion. And it's a mirror world, it's a mirror life, and so many people are afraid to step into the light because they're living in that inside war, the war that's actually is surrounding us in the universe, in the world, in our beautiful planet right now. And only when we become aware of what is happening inside, we can reflect the outer world. We come to the divine remembrance. We come to what is real, what is true. And today we will be awakening with you this truth, the truth that lives beneath the masks, that lives beneath all the illusions, beneath the role that all of us take in order to fit in the society, in order to be like someone who is expected from to be. Hello everyone again who is joining in Instagram. Thank you for joining. I welcome you to move to Telegram channel, into Zoom right now. We will be, the most part will be hosted there. So thank you for joining, and I hope you can join our main presentation in Zoom right now. Link is in Telegram channel. And this past trip to back home with my husband, this past weekend that passed, and meeting my my affair, my previous love, to whom I left my husband, actually changed and shaped my whole perspective on what is real love is, what is true love is, what is true feminine, what is true masculine. And not just as energies, as a roles, man and a woman, but not. It is a very strong archetypical forces, both forces that create the universe, the light, the consciousness, the masculine, the power of the mind, the power of the strength, the power of clarity, the presence, and the power of divine flow, the feminine, the breath of life, the movement, any emotion, any feeling. That string of both sides, the connection of two DNAs, the connection of two forces, this is what brings the reality. This is what brings our true connection for peace, for love, and for light. And as long as we are covered in illusions and lies, and be honest, how many times you lied to yourself, how many times you lied to the world, as long as you're covered in that, about others, about yourself, about the universe, about the knowledge. When you took a step away from the truth, this all continued you for search, for a starve, for destruction, and for inner death, the death of your light, the death of the light of your life, because you were ready for the true connection in your heart, but in your mind you were not. And when you are ready to connect both energies, both forces, both main parts of the creation of anything that surrounds you, the masculine and the feminine, then you are ready to stop the inner war. You are ready to stop the outer world as a reflection of what is happening inside. And then you are ready to live and stop performing. And this is the space for you, for your truth, for your existence, for your essence, for your divine presence. And today I'm not here to teach you, to give you formulas, to give you the keys. Today I'm here to open up, to be real, to be seen through, so you can feel it inside of you. And the only thing that I wish for is to guide you to your pure essence, to no matter what makes you real, to makes you alive, to makes you happy. And when we have this sacred balance between masculine and feminine inside, it guides you to the presence, and you enter the river of being, the river of life, open, in light, in presence. And this is when the real love steps forward, and all the walls that you were building around you, they just fall down, they shatter, because they cannot hold this strength anymore, because you cannot hold this power that lives inside of you. So let's take a breath together and let out all your worries, let out all your thoughts, and just connect with your body, connect with your feelings, connect with your heart. Let yourself let go the control that you need to know how is life, how is love, how it should be. Stop dominate it. Let the energy within direct you. Direct the darkness to the light, and the light meet the darkness. Because you both structure as a physical body, and you both softness as a feeling inside, that energy. You are the direction, and you are the devotion, because you are the fire and you are the water. And how the fire and the water can be together as essential elements of our life, of our presence, when they fight with each other. They only destroy, they only make war instead of peace. And within each of us, these sacred energies of fire and water, of earth and air. And in every relationship, let it be seen or let it be not seen. We flow through sacred dance. It's something inside of you that your mind cannot explain when you see a person and it's magnetize both of you. It might not be understood for the society. It might not be understood to your own mind. But you dive in, you jump, because you know. Your heart knows, because your soul connects to your spirit. And this is when all the illusions, they shatter. This is when all the walls that were built in front of you, they break down. And this is the force of life, the force of creation, the connection on masculine and feminine. When this polarity is in harmony, everything flows in your life like music. If you hear, if you love music, if you love any instruments, if you love artists, when there is a structure, you feel you're framed. When there is a flow, when there is openness, you feel wider, you feel the depth. You don't feel any frames, you are not grounded, but you're grounding the state through your body into the life. And many of us, we grow up witnessing this disbalance, distortion, I would say, that masculine, that means control, and feminine means chaos. Or we learn that masculine is about protection, but not about intimacy. That it's about strategy, when you really need to be strategic, analytical, cold-minded, where it comes the cold-hearted, but not surrender. And so many of us had to adjust, to fit in, to shrink, to, to let it go, to pretend, just to kind of silence all of these emotions, all of the feelings that lived inside of you. You had to harden the spots in your life in order to fit in, to be understood. But it needed to be softened. It needed to be dissolved. It just needed to come through. And how many times you put that mask on, the mask of love, what you think love is, or what you thought love should be, instead of really to dive into the love of yourself. Because these two energy, masculine and feminine, begins within. How many times did you have to tell yourself that I need to stop, I need to think, I need to take a step back because I will be judged, I will not be understood? And with time we learned that love must be earned by becoming less of ourselves, by becoming fitted into somebody else. First it began with parents, then it began with friends, then it continued with first loves, partners, so on and so forth. And all these walls, they were building on top of you. They were building in your mind, in your subconscious, by your fears. by the fear of become the light, and the light that most sometimes cannot take, because the light can irritate. It gives the mirror, and for others to see the reflection of their own shadow is the biggest fear. And how many times, if you are a woman, you have heard that you are too much, your attention is too much? Or how many times, if you are a man, you heard that you're too cold, that you're too honest, you're too direct? And this conditioned, all of this conditioned us to fragmentation. It divided us. And this is how wearing masks became essential in daily life. And this is how the biggest mind's conscience that controls can affect your feelings, because you hide it from yourself. And the darkness take it as the privilege, and it controls you with it. But when you say that it's enough, I don't care what you say, I don't care who you are, I'm going to live my own life. Let it be by the beach on a towel, let it be in the woods, in the cabin. But I will be true to myself, what is important for me, because this is what fulfills me. This becomes wounded muscular control into clarity. This is when you become present and you direct your inner flow and you surrender. This is how you create your life. And when we are wounded, when we are hurt, we are looking for that love from the outside, for that surrender, for that comfort, for that peace. And we are wounded, we attract the same wounded force. How is it relevant to you right now? How is it relevant to all of you who is here present? Just let me know we're on the same page, or we are not. Whatever it is, we all go through different stages of life. And as I said in the beginning, today is the webinar about honesty, about presence, and about clarity. We lived too much in illusion, and after 14 years being together, with the break in between with my husband, only this year we came to the true meaning of sacred, divine love. And I have this huge, I don't know, it's like something inside of me pushes me to share it with you, because it's real. I am real, my husband is real. We are not living in, I don't know where, in a space. We are here in the world just like you. And it's the time when, holding hands, we can stand in front of tons and say that it is possible. When you connect inside, nothing from outside can break and destroy you. So share with me, how do you feel if you are in partnership, if you've been in partnership, or you just entering, whatever it is, at any stage of life, where did you find yourself? that you were present or you were fitted in? And have you ever got a chance to experience what is it to be present? Especially for a woman, what is it to be a pure muse, to be a magnetism that attracts anything you think of when it comes from your open heart?
I can tell my story if you guys would like to hear.
Absolutely. Hello, Andrea.
So
I'm so happy to see you.
I get to really like it. In my life, first time in my life, I'm 43 right now, I met my true love. And this is the true love. It's not like about what I thought, what is love. What I thought love is whatever you receive. Like love, it's what you think it's gonna be. But the true love, it's what make you inside. What the true love make you different person. The true love make you calm, make you be yourself, make you like grow, feel amazing, feel like this like the love. It's not about like you experience a relationship. It's about you experience inside yourself. And when you meet this, it's so amazing, and it's I don't know how to explain it, but it's really this flow of energy. If it's coming right in right direction, like you don't have any obstacles on this circle of the energy, then it's going. It's so amazing till you walk up, you quiet, you feel love, you feel energized, you feel everything, and then wherever it's coming from both sides, the same partners feel the same. It's like a circle. Then it's like nothing can come and make it like worse, make you angry, make you stress. Even like some stuff happen, some stuff like some disappointments, some like unagreements, but it's so like so easy because the energy of this like flow through your relationship, it's so true and so right. So like it's coming like very easy, like you sitting, you just talking, and it's coming very quiet and very constructive, let's say, very right, let's say.
Absolutely.
But
It's pure.
to me, this like I had before, I had like 9 years of very shitty relationship, and before that, I have a relationship when I was divorced, and I was suffer a lot, and I saw the love not exist, like so, like, and it's hard, like to be loved, like it's I was afraid of it. I was prefer like to close myself and not give it this love because like I'm not gonna get hurt. But when it's really true, it's happened. It's so amazing. But the most thing like it's how to work on this relationship, how to get to this point where it's is energy flowing right. This is like important thing to talk like and to spread and develop how to build even relationship. They've already you think like I'm wrong in the relationship and I cannot fix nothing. That's what it like really means because what I get it's luck. It's like it can happen and it cannot because we really like twin flames and I feel it and on every step on every but like how to fix whatever you have already and you think it's like get lost. That's you did it and
Yeah.
it's like and it's very nice but yeah it's we have to work on our ego. We have to start be selfish, start be like get I know like argon some stuff like and mm, and try to like de- defend some points, then you think it's right, and you hurt your partner instead of like get down and start to rewrite your relationship and start to rebuild something together. Then just leave behind wherever, like maybe it's not holding anymore, but you hold it and try to protect it because you think like it's right, because my what I cannot give up and stuff like that. Like our ego is like it's our first enemy, and we have to work with it and have to take it out.
You said a very good point. Hello, everyone, again who is joining in Instagram. Thank you so much. We are holding the main webinar right now in Zoom. You can join via my Telegram channel. The topic is harmonious relationship and sacred love, balance between feminine and masculine. So I'll be very happy to see you all there. Join, and it's just the beginning because you will receive more keys to the successful relationship full of love and light and unconditioned. And this is the world that we are moving into right now. Andrea, you said a very good point that ego is the main thing that holds us on, but we cannot not accept it, because this is the shadow part that creates us as the wholeness. Wholeness is darkness and the light. Without seeing our dark side, we wouldn't be able to see our light. And this weekend, it's just why I decided to host this webinar. It was absolutely spontaneous, like most of the times, but still, I met again after a long time the love I thought of my life, and you would know good whom I met to. That person with whom I had the biggest emotions, feelings, a fear when me and my husband were going through divorce. And this weekend when I met him, all I felt towards him is love and gratitude. And it wasn't that love when you dive deep, what as a teenager I would think love is. But it was so much love as gratitude for being so grateful that he showed me the darkest side of me and the brightest side of my husband, that I can correlate it, that I could feed it in. And he connected. He was that main point, that part, the piece of a puzzle that was missing into understanding in clarity, that we can be both, we can be good, we can be bad, and only your true love, your partner, your reflection accepts you for who you really are. And Nick standing there holding his hand and saying thank you made me see him and worship him even more. I just came to my husband and said again, you are a God, embodiment of God, who just stepped, not even stepped, but who accepted this part, that's his woman, the one who was given his life, was suffering with him, and all he needed was just to let her go. And it's the strongest thing we could ever receive from our partner. It's the strongest support and power that lights us above. Because in true harmony, really, in true harmony in relationship, we achieve total acceptance. When we are not trying to fix anyone, when we are not trying to judge anyone, when we don't tolerate, when we don't bypass, when we just really say, I see your light, I see your shadow, I see your tenderness, I see your fire, and I will not ask you to hide, just be. And when you come to that state, when you come to that realization that you accept every single thing in your partner, that means you came to self-acceptance, that there is no more judgment, then there is no more expectation, then there is no more fear of yourself, who you really are. And most of us, we were not taught how to love ourselves. We were taught how to perform to love. We adjusted, we softened, we hardened, we distant. We were trying to shape, fit in. And this has created this war. This is what split us in between. And we were trying to find that missing piece from the outer world in our partners, in our relationships, in our partnerships, whatever it is, because we were trying to heal, and heal is not by fixing. To heal is by to accept.
Yeah, we have to understand, like, because we have our physical body and we have our energy body. So whatever will, like, usually physical body, it's more connected to our ego, our mind, and then we have the energy body. So I think to get to the most quality level of relationship is to invite tantra in your life. What I mean by tantra, it start to communicate not on just on a physical body, not just on the mind set. It start communicate on energy level, and this is energy level. This is the base. Then can grow and fix the ego stuff and fix all the angry on the blockage wherever you have in your relationship. But to start it, you have to find it. You have to understand it. That you have your, like, if you choose your partner, you already choose them on an energy level. Your soul is connected. So you have to find this connection between you and then start to work on it. First of all, like, I'm thinking like to hug each other at least 3 times a day, minimum 1 minute, just a hug. Nothing else. Can be spontaneous. This can be for nothing. Just your partner coming, you just hug them and just be. Start to feel this energy. Start to feel, and wherever you hug, you have to give your love. You have to give this positive energy from yourself to the partner. It doesn't matter in which point of your day it's happened, but wherever it happened, and you come in, like, even one partner, like, going and do that, and other partner cannot just accept, but it's from start, like, to understand that. And second one, you have to like understand that your partner is like I said, is a god. Her body is a temple.
Yes, that's true. I lost your voice. I can hear you. I can hear you. It's true. Say again.
Now you hear me?
Yes, now I can hear you. Perfect.
So that's how we should start. We have to find this energy connection between us, and then just go through this day, like, and just try to spread the love, to find these points, and then connect, and then make you feel good in relationship. Because it's a hard work. Like, if it's like coming from the beginning, nice and smooth, beautiful, yeah, it's easy. You just go with this, especially if you open-minded already, and you know what about you talking, and you know what this energy, and you know what this tantra is and how it's work. If you both partners know about it, it's easier. But if it doesn't exist, I guess just to start with the hug, with, like, just be in present moment. Just forget about everything what's happening around your life. Just this 30 seconds, I'm with my partner, and I try to feel her energy, give my love in this 30 seconds, 30, 40 seconds, 1 minute. It start to grow this circle of the energy flow and make your life easier, make your all your stuff, make it smoother. That's what I'm saying. That's the tip for the people that don't have this
Yes,
from the beginning.
exactly.
And then on the level, and then just put some practice, like even like for example, like before you go into bed, you just kneel before your wife, before your man, and it's make a gratitude for whatever you're doing. You are my God. I love you. I like stuff, some practice like that, just to being. So tantra is the key.
Absolutely agree that Tantra is the key of anything, because the universe was created by sacred Tantra. The universe was created by connecting the light, the conscience, the streams, the beam of light, into diving into the darkness of the universe, in the matter. And this is feminine energy, magnetism, and this is all I talk about on the course of love, divine love, when we connect higher consciousness to our mind, to our physical body, where you actually see that yes, we are the creators. And as Andrea, you said right, just by talking, feeling, hugging your partner, even for a moment. But the key is to be present. Not to I hug and I think about something, but actually I hug and I feel. And we can hug, we can talk, we can look in the presence only when we are present in ourselves, when we are connected to ourselves, when we are not living in a war within, when we are not in constant thoughts, arguments, ideas, misunderstanding of ourselves. When the energy is settled, when it flows, then your light as your conscience opens up and it wider the range. Then you can surrender, then you can feel, then you can exist with your partner as one, because it's two impulses. It always takes two to become one. And it's only when we accept ourselves fully, that I want this, I feel it, or I think it. When you don't say, oh, let it, like, whatever, later, anything, just accept it. Let it go through. As long as you put those stop points, as long as you create that wall, you build that illusion. And it's harder for your partner, and partner, I mean as your inner energy within first, to flow freely, to flow as a river. And yes, water will push anything through, no matter what, the time will come. But you don't want that waterfall to happen, because sometimes when you get into that vortex, that's it, you lose everything. And that's what happened in my own marriage. We went through the cycle of forgetting and remembering, and we lost each other once. We did. And then we found each other again, but completely different. I realized that I have disconnected from my own masculine at some point, from my truth, from my clarity, because I was connected to what is supposed to be, to the outer world, but not to my inner. I was flowing without direction. I lost myself. And Nick too, he had shut down himself. He closed his heart. He lost his touch with his feminine part, with the feeling of giving, of loving, of believing. And this is when the crash in as a couple began. But our reunion came not by fixing one each other, by telling each other. We tried that. We tried different techniques, and it didn't work. It only worked when within awakened our true wholeness, acceptance. When I quitted my fire and when I softened my voice, when I didn't need to be understood and heard, when all I wanted to be is to be felt and to be seen. Not to be seen with the eyes that we are used to, but with your inner eyes, with the eyes of your soul and with the eyes of your spirit. And then I realized how often in my relationship, even in my whole life, I have adjusted myself to my friends, to my family, to my partners, so I can be loved, I could be understood, I could be seen. I couldn't accept that I am who I am. And that kept me personally in a cage. It kept Nick in a cage. And this led us to divorce. That led us to this moment, to that path when two hardened energies already like tightened. They had to let go. They had to get loose. They had to get fresh air, breath. And we had to overcome that pride. We had to overcome the need of our ego in order to come back and to say, I don't want to hide. I want to be fully seen. And why I'm saying God and Andre, thank you so much for mentioning it. I don't mention too much Tantra because it's actually that what connected us together, worshiping each other. Because in a real conscious relationship, the masculine rises through grounding and inspiration of feminine. And I want to see any man who will argue with me that. Because true feminine energy, not the one that manipulates, but the one that is magnetic, the one that shines, the one that grows, the one that gives, the true feminine energy inspire any man for anything.
That's true.
Not when she says that I want this, I want no, when she is. And the feminine blossoms. She lights us up when she is honored, when she is protected by the sacred masculine, when he is not dominating, when he is not controlling, when he is letting her be. And this is not about ego, it is not about hierarchy. But if you look in the outer world, if all of you see through the reality, you will see who controls the world, what powers control the world. Is there anything in those powers as unconditional love? Is there anything in those powers who tell you, I don't need anything in return. I only want to co-create. I want to bring the world into alignment. And why is it happening? That's those the one who control. Because they cannot find the feminine within, and all of them are men or women who has masculine within. but not feminine.
You can also be whole if you not discover your feminine energy inside yourself.
Absolutely. Same as for a woman. She cannot understand, feel, go through this if she wouldn't understand what is it to be clear, not to be freak, but to be clear. And this is the state of open third eye. And you don't need to be spiritual, living in mountains or whatever, lead any kind of life. You just need to be clear with yourself. What is the open third eye? When you open your inner sense, when you feel yourself, when you see through. And just let's do a small connection with ourselves in a physical body, so you understand that all of this is not just words out of nowhere, space words, ethical words. Connect to yourself, to your body. If you close your right nostril and you breathe in through your left nostril, you activate your Ida channel, your feminine energy. You activate your right sphere of your brain, creation. You close your left and you exhale through your right, through your masculine side, through Pingala channel, activating your left sphere of your brain. And left is mathematical, analytical. Inhale through your right, close it, exhale through the left. Just do the practice of alternative breathing, and you see how you can alternate both of your sides. How many of you connect to yourself? How many of you close your eyes and actually feel which nostril is open, which is closed? And this is given to you for free by the creator, by the universe. This is your tools. Just to connect to yourself, find time to know yourself, to feel yourself. And if you don't know how you feel inside, how can you feel a partner? How do you understand your partner? Even by doing 2 minutes of alternative breathing, even if you do just one nostril, it will be more powerful with the breath of fire. Activate first Ida channel, then Pingala, and then balance them. Breath of fire in one nostril, breath of fire in another nostril. And 2 minutes just to align them, balance them. And after that, you ask yourself, how can I describe my inner feminine? And how can I describe my inner masculine? Even right now, just come back to it. Like, don't need to do the whole practice. But go dive deep in yourself. Bring all the attention from outer inward. And can you share with me, if you feel like, what do you feel about your feminine? What do you feel about your masculine? My beautifuls, I see you all on Instagram. Thank you so much. We have webinar in Zoom right now. You can join via my Telegram channel. So the link is there. It's free to join. Please feel free. How do you feel about your feminine and masculine right now? Within you. Can you balance them? Can you feel or can you sense that one of them is wounded? That one of them needs more attention than another?
I feel the balance.
Well, right now it's good.
I feel it like already 1 year or so.
Yes.
But
And if you look back even 2 years ago,
No, I wasn't
Remember
balanced.
how it was.
My feminine energy was on very low level. The most was masculine, with anger, with no patience, just like very frustrated. Like I live like I put my mask on, like I live like a dual life, let's say. One my relationship, other with my friends and all around the society. And it was really unbalanced, and I was feeling like very, very bad in that situation. So I feel like something tear me apart, like I'm divided by two persons, and your relationship is the most important one because there is your relationship. It's your home, it's your castle, it's your wherever you have to come and recharge, and where you don't have it, so you just draw your energy and you just getting worse and worse and worse. But now I feel my feminine energy very high level. I feel myself soft. I feel myself love. I feel myself creative, calm, and calm inside. Like it's all my fear is gone, and it doesn't matter. Like if it's nothing even perfect right now in my like situation, I don't have a fear about it because I feel like very very calm. I didn't feel myself that way like long time ago. And it's very powerful tool. Like you can create, you can live because the fear is the most this the first barrier from you to grow, to go, and it's this fear is coming just from imbalance between your feminine and masculine energy, and
Exactly.
wherever it's in a balance, this fear is disappearing. It's exists like not as a fear. It exists as some obstacles you have to solve, some problem you have to find a solution. But the fear not coming from it, you're not getting the scare from it. You just you just find the solution to solve it, and it's very good feeling, and it's very give you a lot of energy to create another energy to live. So this balance is very important to have it. And your feminine energy, it's most of it depends on your partner because we are the mirrors. And sometimes, like you say, why my wife like that? Why my husband like that? First of all, you have to look inside yourself and understand why you make him to be like that. Because we wherever we create, wherever we do outside from our inside, that's the mirror what we get from our other partners or even our friends or even our wherever belong us. So first of all, you're not going and say like, why my husband like that? Why he's asshole? Why he's doing like that? Instead of be different. First of all, come inside you and find why he's react like that. Why you make him to do this way? This is the most question. Why I make him to be like that? And then when you're coming from this realization, you try to fix inside yourself because wherever you not fix, nobody can fix you. Not your husband, not your relationship, not your friends. It's our work inside, our inner work to fix ourselves, to find our problems and fix them. And then wherever you whole, wherever you balance, you can your relationship gonna be different and everything because we are mirrors and you have to do not forget that we
Yes.
are mirror each other.
Very good, because you brought me to actually next part what I wanted to say. I have some questions prepared for you. Like I will leave it here, and all of you can reflect on it later on by your own. And I'm not going to spend time right now because it's more personal in the way that you can connect. You can. Meditate on it. You can go deeper to find yourself right now, to answer the question to yourself, where am I really standing right now? Who really am I right now? And where in my life I am with me? Who really am I? When you find yourself as you, not as somebody needs to be, because as Andre mentioned, fears, a lot of fears when it comes, then you disconnect, you become you become imbalanced, because fear is born from our ego, from our personality. But all the balance, my phone is dying, I'm just trying to get the charger, sweet charger. When we become balanced, we are not feeding our fear anymore. We are not feeding our ego anymore, because our soul steps forward, because our spirit starts talking through us. And then you realize that your partner is not here to complete you. They are here to reflect the parts in you that no longer need to be reclaimed. And the harmony arises when both sides, when both souls take full responsibility on their inner world. But the deepest pain in any human soul is not just to be loved, but to be seen without any expectation, without any defense, without any judgment. We just need to be seen. When he leads you from the grounded presence that you are, you acknowledged, then it leads you into blooming. It leads you to open your heart, to create, to live, to give. And this him and her is within. This is your feminine and this is your masculine. And in sacral relationships, we become mirrors. We don't just hold each other light. As I said in the beginning, we show the shadow. And this shadow needs to be integrated. It dissolves in light. When you are true, you become see-through. Nothing is holding you through. And in this way, no pain, no fear, nothing can exist. Hello, my loves. Thank you so much. I see you all joining. Come join Zoom. There is much more interesting there. The link is in Telegram channel. So when we hate, when something triggers us in our partner, let it be, again, partner, we're not talking only about love relationships, about anything, about person. When something triggers, it triggers you. It doesn't trigger that person. And it gives you an idea, it gives you the chance to look inward and to be present with you, with yourself. And not to be perfect, because if we are perfect, we wouldn't be in our human bodies in the world, in this world, in our planet. We wouldn't be, because that's a different topic. But our Earth, planet Earth, material world is a dense energy. It's very condensed. It's not soft. And we need to fit in here. We need to adjust to it. Adjust our physical body, but not what we hold inside. Because when you connect it to your soul in your physical body, you can live in a higher level of consciousness, and to be in the level of Christ consciousness, of Metatron consciousness, of Creator consciousness. It's how open you are here, how the light can pass through you, how the light can pass through your mind that is always controlled and structured by your ego. this is the main key into any successful relationship. To be seen, see-through, open. And how many of you who are here right now, who will be listening it as recorded later, how many of you are open like that in your relationship? I haven't been like this. I am honest. I haven't been like this. This is why it brought us to our divorce. Because we couldn't keep it anymore that way. There were so many things to hide because we thought that we wouldn't be understood. We didn't even speak up about it. And this time when I was unseen was the most painful. I wasn't receiving pleasure in relationship because I wasn't pleased with myself. But when
This point is very, very tricky one, because to be open, you have to get trust in your partner. Because sometimes we cannot speak something because we don't feel that we can, then our partner can understand us. And then the reaction of the other person can just close it, and you say like, okay, I'm not gonna say it because I'm afraid of the reaction of my partner. So this trust has to be built. Then you can be open. Then you can say anything about you to your partner, and be truly understanding. I will be understood, and I will be understood by the partner, and it will be integrated in our relationship, wherever like desire I have, or whatever thoughts I have, or whatever fears I have. Because sometimes I'm just afraid to talk about it because we afraid to be understood. This trust can be gained by, is the question, by what?
So very, very good question and very good point that I want to really pay attention to. Where does trust live in?
Where does trust living? In our ego.
Okay. And what is our ego?
Our ego is our mind, our control, our wherever it's give us to wherever we can to understand our life around us. It's like a filter, let's say, the ego.
Yes, that what brings to the previous point that I said, that our ego is the one that controls our personality, but it's not our soul. But real trust, where does that live?
The real trust. It's in our soul, probably, in our inner energy,
In our heart.
in our heart. Yeah.
In our heart. The real trust. And when you choose your partner, I'm not talking like just like you in general, when we choose our partner, we choose it by the heartbeat or we choose it by the mind.
No, it's all depends.
See?
It's like it's really good question, because sometimes we choose by our mind
And
because
if we choose by our mind, it brings us to conditional love.
yeah,
And
exactly.
trust is unconditional. There is a difference.
To have unconditional love, you first of all have to be whole in yourself. Has to be whole inside you,
Yes.
because only wherever you whole inside you, you can even understand what exactly your true love.
Yes.
Well, how exactly it's supposed to be, how it's supposed to look, how it's supposed to, because sometimes people don't even understand how her partner is supposed to be, and
Yes.
they choose always from the mind, because okay, she's beautiful, okay, she's good, okay, this I can close my eyes, this I can accept, this I can, so it's coming from the mind, and then it's coming to
Good.
the relationship.
Very good, because you're summarizing right now what we just talked, because there is a wounded feminine and a wounded masculine.
Hmm.
And until we live with those wounds, we will be living with conditions, and we will be living from our mind and from our ego, not from our heart.
But my question is like, if it's easy if you get this relationship right away, you fix yourself and you find your true love, and it's all like grow and whatever, like we say. And I'm experiencing this right now, like this real love, like whatever, like we can live like months together and we didn't have any argue. Even if we have, it's so like so easy, and our flow energy is so pure, so beautiful. So I'm really think I'm in a dream. But what, like how you can fix it, how you can rebuild the relationship you already exist, and you're not happy in it. Because I'm, for example, I've been in a relationship and I failed to fix them.
Mm-hmm.
I decided to break, and I decided to move on, and it was like 9 years. But I think like how, because I was searching for a fix, and I was already open-minded, and I was searching how to fix it, and I felt I didn't find.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my question. Like how we can even like point by point start to like let's say reimbalance our relationship.
So when we start seeing that our relationship is falling apart, when our relationship is getting to that point where it's that's it, we're stuck, right? Because most of the time when this happens, we start asking those questions to ourselves. What is happening? Everything was flowing right. And this is when we start going deeper, diving deeper into ourselves. What has happened? Or we start blaming our partner that our partner is not the same as when we started, for example, and so on and so forth. When this happens, when we hit this point in the way that we see inside that I need now to get more attention, like I need to get out from this, to go with my friends, or to finish this relationship, or whatever it is. So you're looking into escape, and you're escaping in what? And this is what your partner is mirroring you. And
Mhm.
if we really present, when I really pointing out, bringing attention into the presence. If we are present with us, we would see what emotions, what thoughts, what feelings are rising in us right now. What are we lacking? And what is this partner, let's say, cannot give to us? Because when we connected on the first point, on the first time, yes, we were both wounded, and this is how it brought. Sometimes most of the times it happens. That's why most of relationships, they're karmic relationships. They bring us this chance to grow, to expand, to transform. Any relationship that we have is a karmic relationship, otherwise we would not attract. But then it only depends on your level of consciousness, how open you can become from this relationship, how blooming you are right now. Are you changing? Are you transforming together in this dance of both energies, of both forces? Or if somebody is stuck, and if somebody is stuck, do I have strength right now in me to pull that person? Am I strong enough? What is this person showing to me? And this is where it comes either conditioned or unconditional love.
Mhm.
And most of the times we are in that level of life. Majority of population of the planet, why right now a lot of people are awakening, because our planet is moving, our planet is transforming. The energetic field of planet is no more on a third dimension. Third dimension is our ego, it's Manipura chakra, where we all needed to prove, to show ourselves, to integrate, to manifest. It's all about our ego. But now the planet is moving into fifth dimension, and fifth dimension is our throat, is our creativity, is our voice of our soul. And we can only be heard and understood and felt when we open our heart, when we accept. Our heart opens both ways. When we accept the divine in us, that we are the creators, co-creators, that we are pure, we are light, and we accept in ourselves our darkness and our shadow. And most of the time, what mistake we make, especially when we stand on our spiritual growth, on our spiritual path, we only accept the light. We stop accepting the darkness. We run away from it. But here comes the truth. The biggest fear of a lot who is on a spiritual path is to face darkness, is to face Kali, is to face Sekhmet, is to face Magdalene, is to face Anubis, is to face your death, the death of ego. And how many can come to it? Not a lot. And when collectively partners come to this and they hold it, let's say you finished relationship, now you found your twin flame. What is the purpose of twin flame? Twin flames, they also cannot belong together, you know that. But what is the purpose of twin flame?
It's all depends. Like, okay, if your twin flame, if you're not ready to be together and you're on this all on the same level, twin flame can be, it's come to just to grow you to it's very similar to the karmic relationship, but the twin flame, they connected from because it's your twin of your soul. So you at that point you can be for a short time period, and maybe after a certain amount of time with another person grow to the same level, then can be connected both together. But if this twin flame in the same level, they just for growing up together and just bring the real purpose of the soul here, to discover it, why I am here, why my soul is here, to find more, let's say, to find the purpose. That's, I think that's why twin flame met.
Yes,
If they in the same in the same level of opening.
yes. Twin
Because we, for example, we both pass like very hard time. We both together pass through unhappy relationships. A lot of stuff was gone till we met. And I understand when we all in the same level of understanding what we really want. And our what we really want, it's very combined with each other, with us. So it's always whatever I want, it's always I have she want the same. Whatever she want, I want it too. So it's like I don't know how to explain it, because it's first time in my life I experienced that feelings. That's like easiness,
Yes.
and it's very interesting.
And that's true, because twin flame, the purpose of twin flame is to co-create what has never existed before. That's why sometimes for twin flames it's very hard to be together, because the energy they hold, it's like a boom, blast, bomb. This is what twin flame come together. When twin flame, it's the seventh level of consciousness. It's a ray of Saint Germain, the violet flame. Actually, maybe you guys it will be good for you to do this practice together. Twin flames, they come, and there is a lot of right now connection, because awakening come and a lot of lights shines up. Twin flame come to create the strongest field that will hold the planet at this moment. And they either cannot be together because they didn't overcome in them those wounds, and those wounds, they will burn them because it's a very, very, very strong energy. It's a fire. And are you ready to burn in this fire? And only your cleanness, your presence, your truth is ready, because this is sacred. And when both of you burn together in the sacred flame of divine, then you create the strongest field of love of those two forces, of feminine and masculine. This is where the real love actually exists, because you don't need to be together on a physical level. You just connect on an energetic level, and you hold it all. And this is what relationships they need to go to, what they need to, something to look forward. Because in our reality, we are used that we need to hold on, that we need to be together physically adjusted, but this is only our ego, only our perspective. In reality, on a soul level, on a spirit level, you don't need to be physically, because you can be with the person and the person will be 1,000 miles away from you. And you feel that person, you know that person, you live through the same thing, you think about the same, for God's sake. Because this is unconditionally. And
that's what we feel.
Huh?
That's what we feel. That's what we experience.
Yes, because you went through it. Because you all went through those, you had to go through pain. You have to go through wounds. You need to heal them. You need to accept them that they are. And then on that ground, on that stability, it will grow, it will blossom. But what the majority does right now, why esoteric spirituality became such a trend, because everyone is looking for that fast pill, but this is false. This is not real.
No,
This
it's
is
not
another
any fast pill.
illusion. It is another illusion. The real spiritual growth come from pain. Yes. Accept it. Because we lose, we fail, we step, we die. We die. And how many are ready to die? How many are ready to lose everything? And this is to what the world is leading us all the time. To show that there are no attachments, to let it go, because nothing belongs to us in material world. Only our energy belongs to us. Only our consciousness belongs to us. And the result is what we create with them. And if we already have expectations that it is not yours, it's been already created, and then you will follow that path.
It's true.
Right? But to come to this understanding, to come to it, you need to live through it. Not to read about it, not to hear about it, but you need to actually live through it. And that's why you came to it. That's why I came to it. That's why I'm sharing with this. I'm not afraid to share with this. Like before, maybe take me back even 5 years ago, when we just got back together, started building our relationship again. We had this fear that somebody will jinx us or evil or whatever. I don't believe in it, because it's all in me. If I have this fear in me, then I will create it. If I am fearing that my husband will leave, cheat, whatever, then he will, because I created with my energy, because I don't feel trust to myself, that I live on condition, on my mind, but
And
not.
this condition come because you don't really believe in yourself. You don't really think you're worth it,
Yes.
and nobody can leave you because you're worth it. And if you don't believe in it, you have to first of all fix it, and then be 100%. I'm amazing person. I'm a good. Nobody gonna leave me. Then from that you'll be 100% sure your husband not gonna go and cheat on you never,
Yes,
because you worth it to stay. You worth it to be. But
absolutely.
this you have. That's how
Absolutely.
it's work.
If your husband chooses to leave you, or your wife chooses to leave you, whatever it is, your boyfriend, girlfriend cheats on you, but you are true to yourself, ask yourself, is it really love? Is it unconditional? Or is he or she with me for a reason? Do I need it? Do I want it? And then you will see how easy you will let it go.
Mhm.
Is it?
Yeah, we can be responsible for others person. Wherever we can be responsible just for ourselves. So that's how we're supposed to work inside.
Yes. Yes. And when I fell in love with the guy, I asked myself, what if I got married so quick and never experienced other partners? What if it just happened, out of, I don't know. And what did Nick do to this? What was his real reaction? He didn't run. He didn't run. He didn't turn his back on me. He let me go. He just let me go. And it led me deeper. It led me deeper into myself, into realizing that it's just an illusion. That's more, that means better. And more experience, more lovers, more intimacy, whatever it is, it only needed for my ego, but not for my soul, because my soul wasn't getting what I needed to. And it got it by Nick letting me go.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah.
And depths cannot not do what variety does, because in depths you go, it's endless. You just go every angle of yourself, like it never ends. Every time you look inside, every time you find something new. Every time a new door opens up in front of you that you didn't know, because you went deep inside. You didn't waste your energy, your attention on outer. You brought it all together. And sacred union is not about how many partnerships you had, how many experiences, what kind of experiences you received, but it's about how much you dared yourself to reveal in love, to feel every aspect, every corner of love. And the question wouldn't be to me, like after I was thinking, have I had enough partners? My question was to me different. Did I really love my husband with all I could? Did I really give him everything I could if I had energy and strength to give it to somebody else? Did I accept all my light and all the shadow with him?
Mhm.
And then I realized that I wasn't running for experience. I wasn't running I was just escaping from the truth. And it was just a fantasy, not alignment.
Yeah.
And as a result, I could see, because even now when I met him, I looked at it and I said, at least did you get what you wanted to get? And he's like, no. And I'm like, and you failed again. And again he failed. He looks at Kola, at my husband, and he says, you are my hero, you're an example. And I look and I said, that's why I'm with him. And I say it from the bottom of my heart that this is what is true combination. This is the true wholeness, oneness. When two become one. When there was zero condition. And because we live in the world that is full of this pictures, obsessions, appearance of love, authentics of how love should be, we become illusioned, we become lost. Everyone posts this picture.
Because sometimes we don't really know what we need.
Yes.
And then we take these pictures as a granted, as how it's supposed to be. And we following this step, and wherever we don't find it, we start get obsessed, and we start get angry, and we start provide our ego inside. Because it's not really like how law's supposed to be and how it's supposed to be. It's just wherever you feel. If you feel good in it, that's how it's supposed to be.
Yes.
Only that's it. That's its only matter. If you feel good in a relationship, if this relationship make you better, that's how it's supposed to be true love.
Yes.
That's it. It's all about like how we feel and what we. When we feel inside good, we feel inside love, we feel inside. Then we just spread this light. Then we create this love. Then we bring this light inside us and outside of us. But wherever we don't feel it inside, and we start looking how it's supposed to be. Oh, they looks like very, very, very nice couple. They looks like God loves, and I want to follow like them. But if you're looking inside their relationship, you understand that the relationship is dying. Whatever just is showing to the others is just a mess that they put on themselves, and that's it. So like we cannot find this ideal for love just about what we feel inside. If you feel good, that's how it's supposed to be, and don't go and look for a better or for some like better examples. Just be true in yourself. Be true with yourself. I'm a feel good. I'm a feel nice in this relationship. I feel fulfilled in this relationship. I feel like I wanna go home. I wanna be with this partner. And if don't, so I need to ask myself why I am there, what I have to learn, what I have to grow in myself, how to develop myself and make myself better to get to this point. It's all about our work inside. Like we have to understand that it's all inside. Wherever we fixed inside, wherever we love inside, wherever we love yourself, that's all start building up.
I'm 100% supporting your words, and not just as words, because I do have clients who are very successful, who look like Pinterest dream picture couple, couple goals and everything and so on. And I have them as my clients who are working with me because they are empty inside. They are starving for attention. They are starving for love. They are starving for presence. And they want to be seen in tears, in their mess, in their unmet needs. They want to be understood, but they can't. And it's eating them from inside. And that fear of being vulnerable, and most of them tell me the same thing. They don't know each other from different parts of the world, but they say to me exactly the same thing. I feel lonely when I look at you looking at the phone. When I feel lonely when I see you taking these pictures, posting these videos, and doing all of this instead of looking at me and being with me. I don't feel touched by your love or by your hands. I don't want this presence. I want you to be present. And you know, when I hear it, I right away mirror in my relationship. And rule number one, when we are together, our phones are away. When we spend time with children, our phones are away. When we travel, sometimes I don't have enough, like I don't even take enough pictures, and damn it, I didn't take this, because we are present in this moment. That's it. I don't care how Instagrammable my picture is, where it is, did I see all those spaces? I don't care, because the moment we were in this, we were together. All the attention have been there, every single cell felt it. And then we live through it our life. We remember all of our trips, we remember all of our moments, we remember all of this because we were present. And it
that's the practice. That's practice when everybody can do, like for yourself, like to find yourself present. Because we always like flying over our past, or we flying in our future, or in our problems. We have to find, like, try to do practices. For example, I just sit and be like 30 minutes without any thoughts, like 5 minutes without any thoughts. Just be present in this one. Like you look like on the sky, you see the sky, okay, you see the trees. You don't think about nothing. Just like try to find ourselves in the present, in this moment, here and now. And wherever like we can do it more and more and more, that's gonna be make us to be present in every aspect in our life, in the love, in relationship, in the work, and everywhere, because we are flying away, like our world built to attract our attention from this moment, attract us to everywhere else, but not to live our life, because we live in just by moment, not the future, not the past. This is the moment. That's where we create. That's where we live. That's where we exist.
Yes.
And we have a lot of abstracts that trying to take our attention from it, and that's why we're not present. Even in relationship, even stuff, we do some stuff we even don't put attention how we do it. Sometimes you drive your car, you don't even understand how you pass this this road, how you pass these circles, and you just don't remember because you're not in. You're not attended. That's why you don't remember. And that's, yeah, that's a very true to do practice and try to find yourself in the presence in this moment. I'm here now. I'm looking what I'm doing, what I'm then and now. Yeah.
Yes, 100%. It is just the being present, to be aware, to be conscious, to be just to be here. Because this moment, this second will not repeat anymore. That's it. It will not happen again. And the world is created by always trying to control, to hold, to create this illusion instead of the reality. This is how the world is created, because who is controlling the world is not the lightest divine powers, because again it's a material world. We are in a physical body. There are certain laws of universe how they need to be done, and when becomes this balance, and this balance coming right now, why there is a lot of changes in the world, like on energetic level, on a natural level, on political level, because there came the time of a big disbalance. Big patriarchy system is falling right now. It's failing. And this is when the feminine energy comes in right now, the energy of creation, the energy of flow. And the universe like I can speak about it non-stop because all the information that comes right now, it's mind-blowing. But the main point is that now the shift is happening, like Andre, you said in the beginning, that circle, when you turn into it, when you tune in into it, you start feeling it. And when a man, he puts his woman on a pedestal, and not because like to, I don't know, to bow to her, to say that she is the best, no, but because he acknowledges that this is the power that brought him to this state, then the woman pushes him even further, even higher, with her love, with her surrender, with her flow. And this holy circle of love is the one that creates our life. It's always turning, it's always moving, yin and yang, it never stops, day and night, light and dark. And we need to realize that in this we are not all perfect. We are all whole. We're whole one. And if somebody will be trying to be perfect to prove somebody, it will be dominance, it will be competition, it will lead into disbalance. And in disbalance, we do not come to love. In disbalance, we come to hate, we come to fear, we come to war, we come to fight. This is what disbalance leads. And it all starts from within. The same way from what is from the outside world, as long as you get involved into the energies, not into what they want to show you, but when you see through it, then you know how to turn the wheel. Then you know how to control the world, how to control the flow into your life, how to build that space between your sacred temple, how to protect it. And you don't protect it by fighting, you're protecting it by illuminating, by lightening it up. And when we become aligned, we become in one space, we become present in the way that we can stand back to each other in total trust. This is when the unconditioned comes, when not your mind thinks, but when your heart feels, because you feel your partner, you feel the world around you, because you feel yourself, you connected to yourself, you're grounded, you're rooted. And it's important not to just fly up high in the sky and always be high. Because when you're flying high, you need to remember that your physical body will be attacked and occupied by lower energies. And then your physical body will come into disbalance, because flying high and being grounded on the planet, it already brings into disbalance, into not acceptance of who you are and where you are. And it applies to your family, to your life, to partnership, to whatever it is. This is what
all about balance.
it's all about balance. It's all about balance. And this is what I want to gain from this webinar for all of you, to take it with you, that love is not perfect, but yes, it is sacred. It is built on balance. It is built on truth, because it's rooted in truth. And it's all held with acceptance, because you accept both parts, both sides. And after 14 years of marriage, of relationship, I can clearly say, because we hit right now our second hard part. After 7 years, we were divorced, and in psychology, they say it's always by like those
7 years, yeah.
period of 7. And there is a reason why, because we grow as personality on 7 levels of consciousness. Once you hit that barrier, you walk through 7s to 8 to the consciousness of Christ, you become a living soul, not a human ego and personality oriented. But first you need to build yourself brick by 7 levels, by 7 chakras, 7 energies of main planets, 7 energies of main archetypes, 7 energies of different 7 days, and so on and so forth. 7 is not just a number. 7 and 3 are sacred numbers. And our next webinar is coming up. I'm already finishing up. It will be about the power of the numbers 3. It's a powerful divine number. We will be talking about sacred geometry and actually how the universe is built and how it is implemented in our lives. But what we need to remember, that it's all about balance. If you want to go into spiritual growth, if you want to hit that sacred relationship, you need to heal all the wounds of personality, of ego, and stop being personally driven. Become soul and spirit heard. Because once you align your consciousness to the divine and root it through your physical body onto the ground, then nothing from the outer world can shake you. But you can shape the reality. You can shape what is happening right now. And it's possible for all. We went through it, we did it, we're still going through it. It's never ending process, because right now we stepped on a different level, on a different parts, which is much harder, because on our shoulders right now, absolutely conscious responsibility for the universe, for other couples, to show it that it's possible. And to show it, we need to maintain. And to maintain, we cannot stop working on ourselves.
Yeah. Awesome, it's perfect. To
Yes.
get to like, to get to even to consciousness, to get like some people saying like, I'm already know everything. Like I'm aware, I'm open-minded. No, you cannot. It's not a point you can reach. It's a way. It's a path. You have to go, and open every time like something new. It's always going, growing. So like it's always place to grow. It's always place to develop, to open. So yeah, it's a path, and it's good to go to this path.
It's
It's amazing.
it's very beautiful, because then you realize that this is the reason why I live, because this is life, because this is my life. And I create and I master it. And I don't let anyone to interfere with it.
Mhm. Thank you, Tanya, for the nice conversation.
Yes, thank you so much. It was I was very happy to see you, actually.
Me too.
It was, yes, very spontaneous, but I was very glad, and thank you for sharing, because, I really like when I not only just give and talk, but when there is interaction, it's understandable that it's not ephemeral, like it's here. It's already here.
Mhm.
It's possible. And as people sometimes look like, especially those who know our past, who knew, as they said, like we would never believe it. But when you live through it and you can share it, you see how the field around you changes too, that people around you, they changes, they absorb it, and it's not something that destroys you, it's something that actually builds it up, and it's amazing. Like,
Oh
as I
yeah.
said, I'm happy to see you this way, because it's a very, very hard journey, and journey when sometimes we want to give up, and journey when sometimes we want to say, screw it, or I will take it, I accept it as it is. But harmonious relationship, everyone who is here on on Instagram, we already finished in Zoom, but harmonious relationship, it's about balance. It's only about balance of giving and taking,
Hmm.
of receiving and passing on, but it's never about holding on. If you hold on, you stop the cycle, you stop the loop, that's
Hmm.
it needs to move all the time. And if there is pain, if there is fear, if there are tears, this is what you will be passing on. Because that's how we live. We're all connected, we're all interconnected. And once you balance your feminine, once you balance your masculine within as a whole, like a DNA, you spin with another one. So thank you again. Thank you everyone who've been here, who will be listening it, because I know some will be listening. I will save and then put on my YouTube channel for later. There are some questions on presentation that I want you to journal and actually pause and like to ask yourself, because it's a very good self work, deep work, to be true, just to be open and true with yourself. For those who are ready, I always welcome to join my courses and like initiations, especially those who going through the path. It's beautiful to, just to evolve, because every time I learn something new, I live through it, I understand how many things we don't know and how many things I still dare to discover. And I'm always happy just to share it, to give it, to pass it on, because again, I don't need to hold it. I already lived through it, so move on. Yes.
Thank you, Tanya.
You're very
Yeah,
welcome.
same.
You're welcome. Yes. Okay. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you all.